Sometimes sweater sleeves can feel a little plain, so I crochet a ruffle cuff edge as an accessory to make it more fun. These also work as a wrist warmers too. They are perfect for fall wearing, but you can wear them all year round. Just switch to a cotton yarn for a summertime and make the ribbing a little shorter. That's it. So yeah, in today's tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to crochet this wrist warmer or a ruffle cuff edge, whichever you prefer to call. And for the free pattern, be sure to check out knitcroweddict.com, and I also gonna put the link in description below. I hope you enjoy! Here are materials that I use for this project. I use Barocco Vintage DK number 3 lightweight DK weight yarn. It's a wool blend. In each skein has 290 yards. In one pair, you'll need about 70 to 80 yards of yarn. This one in color mocha is the same. It's so beautiful in real life. And this one is oats. It's the same yarn, just different color. And in 3mm crochet hook, scissors, yarn needle, some measuring tape. Make slip knot. Insert the hook into the slip knot. Make 19 chain loosely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18, 19. Row 1. The second chain from the hook there, make a single crochet. So here's the first chain, here's the second chain, okay? I like to insert into the little bump on the back of the chain. You don't have to do that, totally up to you. Oops, okay, it's a little tight, sorry. Insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all the loops on the hook. Single crochet into each chain across. Again, I insert into the little bump on the back of the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all the loops on the hook. Then repeat into each chain across. Okay, at the end of row 1, I have 18 single crochet stitches across. Row 2, chain 1 and turn. The chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. Then we're gonna make 1 single crochet into each stitch, back loop only, all the way across. This is my first stitch. I insert into the back loop there. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the loops on the hook. Okay, single crochet into next stitch, back loop only. Single crochet into the next stitch, back loop only. Single crochet into the next stitch, back loop only. Keep repeating this all the way across. I'm at the end of row 2 and I have the same 18 single crochet stitches across. For row 3 to row 38, I'm gonna repeat row 2, and every row I'm gonna have the same amount of the stitches because I'm not increase or decrease. If you want bigger, make more rows. If you want smaller, make less rows, but just make sure to have an even number of rows. Okay, I'm gonna show you one more row, which is row 3. I chain 1 and turn. Single crochet into the first stitch, back loop only. Single crochet into the next stitch, back loop only. Okay, keep repeating this all the way across. Okay, I'm gonna keep repeating row 2 until I reach the end of row 38. Then I will be back and I will explain about the measurement later too. Alright, I will see you soon. Okay, now I have 38 rows total. It is about almost 6 inches long. This is without stress, okay? But you can see it can stress out a lot. And before we join the ends together, make sure that it will fit your wrist comfortably. Make sure not too tight or too loose. Okay, next we're gonna join the ends together. To do that, you need to chain 1 and turn. Then bring the other end up and hold it on in the back like that. Insert the hook into the first stitch here. I go into both loops and then first stitch there, both loops as well. yarn over hook, pull up a loop, and pull it through, not too tight. Basically, I just make a slip stitch. So I'm gonna make slip stitch into each stitch all the way across. So I insert my hook into the next stitch here, next stitch there, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Repeat, next stitch here, next stitch there, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Make sure it's not too tight, okay? Oops. Next stitch here, next stitch there, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Next stitch here, next stitch there, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Alright, I'm gonna keep repeating this all the way across. My last stitch here, and then last stitch there. Okay, here's what it looks like at the end. Then we're gonna turn the right side out because we want this joint to be on the inside. So I'm gonna turn it like so. You can try it on if you like. Make sure it's fit comfortably. Great. Then next is gonna be round 1 for this part. Round 1, chain 1, doesn't count as a stitch. And then we're gonna make 1 single crochet into the end of each row of the ribbing part. So I have 38 rows for the ribbings. At the end of round 1, I should have 38 single crochet stitches around. After I chain 1 here, I'm gonna make 1 single crochet right here into the first space. I'm gonna call the space, okay, which is the end of the row, each row. So I insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all the loops on the hook. That is my first single crochet on round 1. Then I'm gonna make 1 single crochet into the next space, which is the end of next row. Right here. Single crochet into the next space right here. Single crochet into the next space right here. Single crochet into the next space. Repeat, single crochet into the next space. Single crochet into the next space. Okay. I'm gonna make 1 single crochet into each space, which is the end of each row all the way around. This is my last space here. And then we're gonna end the round with slip stitch into the first single crochet there. I insert my hook into the first single crochet there, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Round 1 is complete, and I have 38 single crochet stitches because I have 38 rows of the ribbing part. Round 2, make beginning V stitch. For the beginning V stitch, you're gonna make chain 4. 1 double crochet into the same stitch. Oops. Okay, so all those count as 1 beginning V stitch. Skip the next stitch, make V stitch into the next stitch. For the V stitch, you're gonna make double crochet, chain 1, 1 more double crochet into the same stitch. So that counts as 1 V stitch, okay? We're gonna repeat, skip the next stitch, V stitch into the next. So I skip this one, insert the hook into this one. Again, V stitch is 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet into the same stitch. I show you one more time. Repeat, skip the next stitch, into the next stitch, make a V stitch. Okay, keep repeating this. You're gonna skip the next stitch, make V stitch into the next. Repeat, skip the next stitch, make V stitch into the next. Repeat that all the way around. I'm at the end of round 2 and I have 1 stitch left here. And to end round 2, we're gonna make slip stitch into the 3rd chain right here. Remember, we start with chain 4, right? So here's the first chain, second chain, and third chain. Insert the hook into that third chain. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Round 2 is complete, and I have 19 V stitches around. For round 3, make slip stitch into this chain 1 space right here, just to bring the stitch into the middle, like so. Then we're gonna make a beginning lace V stitch. Beginning lace V stitch, we're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 double crochet into the same space. Make lace V stitch into each chain 1 space around. For the lace V stitch, we're gonna make double crochet, chain 2. 1 more double crochet into the same space. That's it. That is the lace V stitch. Repeat lace V stitch into the next chain 1 space. We make double crochet, we chain 2. 1 more double crochet into the same space. Repeat lace V into the next chain 1 space. We make double crochet, we chain 2, make 1 more double crochet into the same space. Alright, keep repeating this all the way around. I'm at the end of round 3. We're gonna end round 3 with slip stitch into the third chain. Here's the first chain, second chain, third chain right here. Insert my hook there, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Round 3 is complete, and I have 19 lace V stitches around. For round 4, slip stitch into this chain 2 space, just to bring the stitch into the middle part right there. Then we're gonna start round 3 with a beginning lace V stitch. Do the same. We chain 5. 1 double crochet into the same space. Then we're gonna make 1 lace V stitch into each chain 2 space around. Again, lace V stitch, we make double crochet, and then chain 2, 1 more double crochet into the same space. Repeat lace V into the next chain 2 space. We have double crochet, we chain 2, and 1 more double crochet. Repeat. Okay, keep making 1 lace V stitch into each chain 2 space all the way around. I'm at the end of round 4, and to end the round, we're gonna make slip stitch into the third chain. And I have the same 19 lace V stitches around. For round 5, we're gonna make exactly the same as round 4. Make slip stitch into this chain 2 space. Make a beginning lace V stitch. We chain 5. 1 double crochet into the same space. And then make 1 lace V stitch into each chain 2 space around. Make exactly the same. Oops. Okay. Lace V into the next stitch. Again, lace V is double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet into the same space. Okay, I'm gonna keep repeating this, and I will be back at the end of round 5. I'm at the end of round 5, and we're gonna end round 5 with slip stitch into the third chain right here. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Round 5 is complete, and I have the same 19 lace V stitches around. And now, if you want it to be longer, you just keep repeating round 5 over and over before you make the last round. For the last round, it's gonna be right here. I call this a fan ruffle stitch because I don't know what to call it. If you prefer a different name, feel free to call it. So anyways, this will be my final round. Round 6, I'm gonna make slip stitch into this chain 2 space, just to bring the stitch into the middle part. Then I chain 3. That first 3 chains count as 1 double crochet. Then I'm gonna make picot stitch. For the picot stitch, we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Basically, I make total of 6 chains. Okay, and then into the third chain from the hook. Here's the first chain, second chain, third chain. Third chain from the hook, I'm gonna make a slip stitch. But I like to go into the little bump on the back of that chain. Right there. I know it might be a little hard to see. And then yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull it through. That's my picot stitch. Then I'm gonna make 1 double crochet into the same space. Make picot. Again, picot with chain 3, slip stitch into the first chain that you did, which is the third chain from the hook. Again, I like to go into the little bump on the back of the chain. You can just go into the normal chain stitch, totally up to you. Whatever works best for you, just do so. Then make 1 double crochet into the same space. I call this a beginning fan ruffle stitch, all of those. Okay, then I'm gonna make fan ruffle stitch into the next space. For the fan ruffle, I'm gonna make 1 double crochet, picot, 1 double crochet, picot, 1 double crochet, all into the same space. Okay, I have 3 double crochet and 2 picot stitches. Okay, I don't wanna confuse you, so let's see. I'm gonna make a double crochet first, then picot stitch, a chain 3, slip stitch into the little bump on the back of that first chain that I did, a double crochet into the same space, picot, a chain 3, slip stitch into the little bump on the back of the first chain that I did right here, double crochet into the same space. Okay, that's it. So all of those count as 1 fan ruffle stitch. Alright, I'm gonna do a fan ruffle into the next chain 2 space. So I start with a double crochet and then picot. Again, picot chain 3, slip stitch into the little bump on the back of the first chain that I did, double crochet into the same space, picot stitch, chain 3, slip stitch into the little bump on the back of first chain that I did, double crochet into the same space. Okay, here's what it looks like so far. I'm gonna show you one more time. Fan ruffle into the next space and make double crochet and then picot, double crochet, picot, then one more double crochet. Alright, I'm gonna keep repeating this all the way around. I'm at the end of round 6, then we're gonna end the round with slip stitch into the third chain right there. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop and pull through. Then chain 1 to lock the yarn. Cut the yarn, leave a little bit of tail, just enough to weaving the end later. Pull the yarn out, and I will weave this in later. We are almost done. I'm gonna crochet 1 round of single crochet on this side, just to clean up the edge a little bit. First, I'm gonna make slip knot. Insert the hook into that slip knot. Pull through. Bring this end up. You can insert any space you prefer. Again, the space is the end of each row on the ribbing part. We're gonna crochet exactly the same when we start this part of single crochet. I'm gonna insert into this space, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all the loops on the hook. That is my first single crochet. Then we're gonna make 1 single crochet into each space, which is the end of each row on the ribbing part all the way around. Next space here, make a single crochet. single crochet into the next space, single crochet into the next space, single crochet into the next space, single crochet into the next space here, single crochet into the next space. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this all the way around. I'm at the end of the round. I'm gonna cut the yarn, leave a little bit of tail. I'm gonna use a invisible join, and then I pull the yarn out. I bring my yarn needle, insert the tail into my yarn needle. Okay, then I skip that first stitch, insert my needle into the next stitch, pull through, insert my needle into the last single crochet that I did right here, right in the middle part, go through the back. See, I just create a new stitch here, that's why I skip one stitch. I like this method, it's very smooth finish. If you like, you can just make a slip stitch and cut the yarn, weave all the end, totally up to you. And that's it. I just need to weave all the ends and I'm done. I hope you have the same. I try it on. And I just need to make one more of these for my left side. I think it's super cute. And that's it for this project. I hope you enjoy watching it, and I hope you make a pair for yourself or someone you love. I will see you next video. Bye bye.